Hi, Gail here. I wanted to share a little bit about who I am and my Usborne Books and More journey. I've been with the company for about 5.5 years, and I joined after I went to a book party and absolutely fell in love with all of the books, wanted every single one. And not only that, but I could automatically see myself doing this, sharing books with families and schools, and I just got really excited. Went home and started writing down all kinds of ideas, stayed up all night, and so I just kind of got it right away. And was looking for something at the time that I could do that was flexible and that I could be passionate about, but could still spend time with my boys while they were young. And they still remain one of the biggest whys for me, but what I've found is that Usborne is just completely filling for me. It fills my social and friendship, my personal learning and growth, just having fun with people, my love of books, my mission to make the world a better place for kids, everything. So I continue to keep moving on and doing this business with great love. Tell you a little bit about my family. My boys now are 8, almost 9, and 10. They are best buds with each other. They even speak their own language, talk to each other constantly, and they love Minecraft and video games, but they also love to read and be outside and swim. They are loving the beach here in North Carolina. My husband and I have been married for 14 years, but we moved together to Colorado about 20 years ago. He's a restaurant guy, and he is my biggest fan and supporter. He's also get me the numbers and show me what you're doing and why, so he helps me stay in line and make sure that I'm making this a business, which is my goal, and not just a hobby. I love to hike and be outside. I love the beach. I love nature. What else can I tell you? So literacy piece of it has been really important to me. One thing that I love is just the simplicity of how reading out loud to kids makes such a gigantic impact, and that it creates bonding moments and memories, that the conversations that you have with your kiddos and the skills that they learn simply by just reading every day, I think is pretty amazing, but not hard for pretty much most people to do. So it's a powerful thing and message that we get to share. And then more personally, and kind of for older kids, is that my sister was a kid who she was kind of awkwardly social, didn't have a whole lot of friends growing up, and books were her escape. She would read these gigantic fantasy books with thousands of pages, and she'd be reading 8 of them at a time, even though they had millions of characters. I don't know how she kept track of everything, but she loved to read, and she loved the worlds that they brought her to. And then later on, when she switched high school, she met a group of kids that all loved the Douglas Adams books with her, and they had this whole big group club. They brought towels to school, and she kind of found her people, and her people were book people. So that is a big piece of my why as well. Let's see. My goals with Usborne at the moment are just to get things restarted here in North Carolina, to find new schools to work with, and families and grandparents and all of those things. I have to be honest that it is kind of starting all over. I've got all the new person jitters all over again, so I'm gonna have to push myself a little bit. And then my long-term goal with Usborne, as I was thinking about this, is I want to be at the Usborne convention 20 years from now with my gray hair and stand up and say, I've been here for 25 years and I'm still going strong and I still love it, and I've been able to continue sharing the books, but adapt it to where my life is at that time and have a gigantic team there with me. So that's a little bit about me, and I'm so glad to be able to share in this journey with you. Thanks.